Okay, let's get into some more back testing. So people seem to like the first video that I did here on GU, so I thought I would make another. So these are the results that we had. We are starting back in 2015 because eventually I would like to have 10 years worth of data back tested for this strategy. So you can see that we did take 17 trades, 200,000 was the start balance. We got that up to 209,000 with a 43% win rate. So if we create another session here on TradeZella, so it's going to be the same name, GU 2015, but this will be February. Playbook will be 2CT, symbol GU, 200,000 again. Start date, we'll go back to 2015, February, and it's the 1st. And then we're going to go to 2015, February the 28th, and we're going to create session. So here we have TradeZella. I have only recently got TradeZella back on Monday, I think. Absolutely loving it so far. So it doesn't just do back testing, it also logs all of your live trades, so you can connect your accounts to it. So I've got up to 10 accounts connected to my TradeZella, and it automatically log the trade, show all the details, show your profit and loss. The amount of detail behind it is amazing. I will do a full video on it soon because I really like it. If you are interested in using it, there is a link in the description. It is an affiliate link, so I do get a little kickback from it, but the main reason I'm saying I like it is because I genuinely do. I'm not gonna try and push a product to you. I only would ever promote things that I actually like and actually use, which TradeZella is one of those things. This isn't sponsored or anything, I've just got an affiliate link. Okay, so if we look here, split screen view, hourly on the left, 5 minute on the right. And obviously we're looking at how the previous hourly candle has closed for us to potentially take a trade here on the right, on the 5 minute. So advanced order, 1% per trade. Every single trade is the same. It's going to be a stop order. So if we break a high and we're looking to buy, as soon as we break that high, we'll be triggered in with a stop order. Or if we break a low, we'll be triggered in again with a stop order. Auto break even, which is such a good feature on TradeZella. So we can do auto break even at 1.5. So if we do get into 1.5 R worth of profit, stop loss will automatically move for us. We don't have to do it ourselves. It's really a great feature. So let's go to start of London session, because we trade the 6 AM hourly candle, the 7 AM hourly candle, and the 8 AM hourly candle. Then we don't trade at all until pre-New York and New York session. So New York is 12 PM, 1 PM, and 2 PM. So I've got it set up so when I say go to start a London session, we automatically go to 5:45 on the 5 minute chart, just so we can then get ready to potentially take a trade. And we are going to skip forward a bit here to see if anything is lining up. Zoom in a little bit on the hourly, just so we can see. We are looking bearish, but it looks more of an indecision candle. As well as that, we haven't created a top wick here. So if you watch the channel for a while, you know that we do need a top wick created before we break the low. So we can see that price has tried to push up originally, failed, and then has then broken the low. We can't take a trade if price breaks the low or the high if we're buying without creating that bottom wick on the hourly candle first. So this doesn't. So because of that, we're just going to skip through. It did break the low, but then actually pushed back up. It has now created that top wick, but price is just up and down too much. So we want to see it clearly where price tries to push up, fails, breaks the low, and then we're triggered into the trade. When price breaks the low, then makes the wick. Stay away from all that. Let's just keep it nice and simple. I need my trading to be simple. I'm not the cleverest guy in the world, so let's just keep it nice and easy. We're getting to 7 o'clock here. We are looking at a sell order. So let me just skip back one, because what we need to see is how this unfolds. So we can go down to 30 seconds and we can see that price pushes up to give us a top wick there at 6.55. So what we'd do is we'll put a sell stop order here. We'll be looking at, let's say 7 pips to be safe. We'll do 7 pips on that one. 1 to 2 always, doesn't matter if there's traffic here really, we're just always going to do 1 to 2, and then we're going to go 2 minutes so we can skip through pretty quickly. Sell stop order is in. Let's see what happens when the new candle opens. So price did push up before breaking the low, so we have got that top wick here on the hourly candle. You can see that there. So we're into this one. Let's see what happens. Break even at this point. See how price automatically moved our stop loss to break even, which is a great feature, like I say. And then price pushed down and we did win that trade. So we are up $4,000 so far. So we only take one trade per session as well. So we've now taken a trade for London, whether it's a winner or a loser, only one trade per session. So we've taken that trade now. So we will be going forward to New York. So let's just skip straight through New York. Let's see what is unfolding here. So bullish candle here. Bullish candle, previous hourly, so 11 till 12 is bullish. We have got a top wick rejection on this one, but the only thing I'm thinking with this one is price seems to be bouncing at this area. If we skip back, price has pushed into this area previously and rejected. So because of that, I do like the look of this, even with that top wick rejection. The structure on the 5 minute isn't the nicest, just because we're not clearly making higher highs and higher lows. However, I do still quite like the look of this, just because of what we can see here on the hourly. So what we're going to do is we're going to put buy stop order above the break of that high. We're going to put our stop loss, quite a big stop loss, to be honest with you. I mean, we have got these wicks here. However, because of these previous wicks, I like to just give myself a little bit of room on this one. Yeah, we can take this. It's not ideal from a 5 minute perspective, but it looks good on the hourly, even with that previous hourly top wick. So let's see, 12. Okay, so we're triggered into this one. Price pushing down. Near our stop loss, but I think unless you're with an awful broker, I don't think that would have stopped you out. I wouldn't have thought, even with a bad broker, that's quite far away there. I've got quite a few pips. I don't know. I don't think that would have stopped you out. Let's just continue on. So I've sat in this for quite a while, to be honest with you, but we'll just hold it. We're now at break even, so obviously we definitely hold it, and then we do hit take profit on that one. So 1 to 2. Remove drawings. We're now up nearly $8,000 on this 200k account. Let's go forward now to, where are we? New York. So let's go forward to London the next day. So we're now on the 3rd. Let's see what we've got here. Price for me is, it's in a bit of a range here, but I do quite like this bullish candle. So let's see what happened. I've skipped forward a little bit too quickly there. So okay, so what we need to do is we need to break this down a little bit. It's 5:55. So let's go down to 30 seconds and see exactly what happens, because like I say, we need that bottom wick. So bear with me, 5:55, this is our high. When the new hourly candle opens, it's already broken that high without creating the bottom wick. So if we zoom in on the hourly, you can see there is no bottom wick, and we need a bottom wick before price breaks the high. Quite a big stop loss on this one as well. If we look, stop loss would have probably would have had to include these wicks. So it would have been, that's only 7 pips. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to take that because price has broken the high before creating that bottom wick. So let's go 2 minutes. That wouldn't have been a trade for me, so we're just going to skip forward. Actually would have lost anyway. Okay, so let's keep going. Zoom out a bit so we can get a better perspective on the hourly. Okay, now, where are we? 55. Okay, now this is a trade that we would take. So we can see that price, before breaking the previous hourly candle's high, has actually pulled down and give us a bottom wick to work with on the hourly. Now the only thing with this one is we'd have to look at our stop loss, because this isn't a low. So because we've not really got a low to work with until down here, which is 15 pips, which is asking a lot. It's asking a lot out of price. Ideally, we want to be in and out of a trade in the same hourly candle. It doesn't always work like that, but the theory is how the previous hourly candle is closed. So the next hourly candle is only based off the previous. So we kind of want to get in and out during that hourly candle, which I don't think we would with that because of the size of the stop. So let's just play it forward. Now this, we could potentially, see now this is a trade, this is a much better stop loss, because we can see if we break this high, 6 pips, 1 to 2 is a 6 pip stop loss, so we can, you know, get in and out, well, potentially get in and out of the trade during this session, but during this candle. But you can see that price broke below the area that we were looking for. It hasn't flown down, so okay, now it has. So if price comes down a little bit, we are still potentially interested in the trade. So after this one, we could have gone 7.5 pips and the trade idea is still valid. But if price is just going to keep pushing down, then it gets to a point where it's pushed too far and we just delete the order and we just look for another trading opportunity, which there is plenty. So if we don't get into something, you don't have to worry, just wait for the next hourly candle. Obviously they are every hour. So keep pushing forward. Price has pushed bearish, but way too bearish for me. I don't like to take trades where price has just pushed massively during 1 hourly candle. It's potentially news inflicted that. So I don't like to, I like more reasonable size candles. So with this one, price came up anyway, and our original stop loss would have been above this high, I'd say. It then broke that. So we're not taking any trade there. It's now 8 AM. So we're gonna go to New York. And we are looking at, what we're looking at here, a buy order. Price has pushed quite a lot. Let's see what it looks like on the 5 minute. Price has pushed quite a lot during this hourly candle. So 55. I mean, we could buy here. I don't see why we can't. The previous, I mean, it did push a lot during this candle, but the previous, it's got a bit of a top wick. We could buy here, I suppose. Put a buy stop order above there. It's going to be quite a stretch. It's going to be 19 pips. But price has clearly got a lot of volume to it. We'll put a buy stop order in. I'm not convinced, to be honest, but that doesn't matter. We just need to take trades. Okay, so triggered into that one. And pushing up, break even, and take profit on that one. That wasn't my favorite trade either, but we got there in the end. Okay, so nearly $12,000. Let's move forward now to, what session was that? That was New York. So we go to London the next day, which is the 4th. So what we're looking at here on the hourly is bullish candle as it stands, but as you can see, as this flipped through, a lot of things can change sometimes during the last 5-10 minutes, which they did here. So more of an indecision candle, so I'm not going to take anything there. Let's go forward through until 7 to see if we've got anything. Ideally a bearish candle, because then we'd be rejecting from this area and it would be a trade that I'm interested in. Let's see, bearish. Nice bearish candle here, no top wick on the new hourly. This really does put me off trades like this. When we don't get that top wick, we can't take the trade. It's as simple as that. And we have broken that low as well. Sometimes if we don't get a top wick on the first candle, we can potentially wait for the top wick to be formed after that, as long as we don't break that low. However, price has broken that low now, so would you break even on that? I don't know. It's not part of the rules, so I'm not going to take it. 8 o'clock. It's just an indecision candle from 7 till 8. So let's move forward to New York. So we have got a bullish candle by the looks of it. So forward, bullish candle. Yeah, bullish candle here just before 12. Price is pushing quite a lot, but it's a bullish candle, we've got to take it. So Wednesday, 4th, we've got to take this. So we're going to go break of this high. Stop loss isn't great. Stop loss isn't great, and I really don't want to use this one down here because that's just too big. I'm not convinced on this, but I wasn't convinced on the last one, and that ended up working out. So let's just put a trade in. See what happens. Okay, so triggered into that one. It's not a great stop loss that either. It's not a great low. I think that was a bit lucky, I'll be honest with you. No, let's not say that. Let's not say it fit the rules. We took the trade. I don't think that's not a great stop loss at all, but whatever, we took the trade. It is what it is. Not just because it won. It just, yeah, sometimes you just got to take these trades. Okay, so that's it for the New York session. Is that one? Yes, it is. So let's go forward to the next day. Start a London session, which is now the 5th of February. So let's see what we've got here. So it's the 5th. Indecision candle from 5 till 6. The 6 a.m. candle is bearish. We now need to break this down because we need to see exactly what happened here. We need to go back 1, 2. So again, I think this is an instance where we didn't create that top wick before breaking the high, breaking the low, sorry. So if we move forward, no top wick, low broken, no trade. Simple as that. You have to just obviously be watching this closely, but it's a 5-minute chart, so there is quite a lot of time to see this play out. And then price would have come back. It then created a top wick, but it's already broken the low that we were looking for. So this would be no trade for me. So let's go forward now till 8 o'clock, where we have got a bearish candle, 6 till 7, no, 7 till 8 bearish candle. It's just about to close. Could potentially be looking at for a buy here. So it did close bullish. I wouldn't really consider this too much of a range really to worry about. I think we can put a buy stop order in here, the break of this high. Let me just zoom out a little bit. And then the stop loss would be, we're gonna have to go 12 pips with that. 1 to 2, buy stop order, broke below, no trade. Simple as that. I hope this makes sense what I'm doing. I'm not sure if it does. I'm not great at sort of explaining it, but I like to think it's quite self-explanatory. It's a really simple trading process, trading strategy, and that's why I like it so much. So let's go forward to New York. Just because as soon as trading gets overcomplicated, I can't stick with it. I get demotivated. I can't get my head around it. So this is the most straightforward trading strategy I've found so far, for me anyway. It might not be for you. Everyone's different. But okay, so let's have a look at this. We've got a bullish candle, but it's really an indecision candle. Let's see what we've got here. We're going to keep pushing. Bearish candle, but what I like about this one is the fact that we are rejecting from this area. So we are rejecting from here. It's bearish. It has got a bottom wick. The structure's not great at all on the 5-minute. No, I'm going to stay away from this. The only reason I was considering this is you can see clearly that we're pushing into this area where price has rejected from previously. So we've rejected here and we have continued down. But with this one, with that trade, that's definitely a trade you'll be taking because you've got a top wick, got a nice sized body. Whereas this one, it's not the biggest sized body, and I think that's reflected on the 5-minute where it's just it's a bit choppier. We'd have to wait for a break of a clear low, which we're not really going to get, I don't think. So I'm going to stay away from that one. Let's see what happened, what would have happened with that. Price shot up anyway. Yeah, see, you can see the difference between that. It's much more of an indecision candle, small body. It's got a top wick and we are into an area of rejection, but it's nowhere near as clear as this one. So when it's not as clear as that it's clearly got a bigger bearish body, which means that there is sellers. But when it's more of an indecision candle like that, it's easier to just stay away. So this was 1 p.m. Let's go forward to 2 to see if we've got anything. Really strong bullish candle there, but it really looks good from a 5-minute perspective. So if we break this high, stop loss is huge. Stop loss is 25 pips. But there's a lot of volume in the market. You can see that from the previous hourly. Yeah, we'll put an order in for this one buy, but I'm not sure on this one simply because of how much we have pushed already. And we broke below anyway. Did we really break below? Yeah, I think with this one, even though we've just broken below, the stop loss is already at 25 pips. So you'd have to bring that at least 28. It's just, yeah. Price has pushed too much, I think, during this hourly candle. So, no, I'll tell you what, we can take this. We can take it. I'm so indecisive. So there's the break of the high. There's the stop loss, 28 pips, which is a lot. It's a lot, to be honest, but we can put the order in. If we break below now, even the tiniest bit, then I'm walking away, but let's see. Yeah, we're gone again, so yeah, no trade there. Delete that one. Let's keep going. So this is now 2 till 3. So we go forward now to London session, next day. Let's remove all drawings. And what are we looking at here? Price is moving sideways. So even though it looks like we might close bullish on this one, when price is moving sideways like this, we don't want to see it. We like to see trending markets like this. So there's a chance there'll be no trade, but let's see, because we might break out in the last 15 minutes or so. We haven't. No trade there. So from 6 till 7, no trade there. We're still sideways. When price is just moving sideways like this in this range, we don't want to be taking anything. We break below here maybe. Would we consider that a break below there? Sideways. Here's where we're stuck. We could potentially say that price has broken below there with quite a strong bearish candle as well. We can take this. I like the structure on the 5 minute. It's clearly making lower lows and lower highs. 19 pips, bit of a stretch, but we have got room to come back down to here. We can take this. I quite like the look of this. Even though we have just about broken out of this range, we have technically broken with a nice sized bearish candle. So let's put a sell stop order in. And let's see if we get triggered into this one. We need to be triggered in as well. One thing I don't think I've mentioned is we need to be triggered in before, obviously during that hourly candle. If we're not triggered in before the hourly candle closes, then obviously we delete that order because we're depending on the previous hourly candle on how that closed. So if we're waiting and we're still not triggered in and our hourly candle that our order was on has closed, then the trade idea is gone. So this now is 9 o'clock and we haven't been triggered into that trade yet. So because of that, the hourly candle that we were potentially going to get triggered in has closed, but it's nowhere near as bearish as this one, which we like to see. So for me, there's no trade there. I would have just deleted the order. See if we would have got triggered in eventually. We would have been triggered in. Price is just moving sideways. And then, yeah, that could have been a loss. But like I say, for me, let's just reevaluate this. So we're going to be breaking this low. Price moving sideways. We're looking to be in before 9, and 9 o'clock comes and we're not triggered in. I mean, I suppose spreads, again, spreads may have, if you're looking for a break of that low, I suppose you could have been triggered into that one. So at 9 o'clock there, let's move that for a minute. So 9 o'clock there, price came down. You may have been triggered in depending on spreads, but what you'd be doing is you'd be sat there at the charts waiting to see if you triggered in during the hourly candle, and as soon as it hit 9 o'clock, you delete the order if you weren't triggered in, because it no longer makes sense, because you're using the previous hourly candle close to decide how you're trading on the 5 minute. So if you've not triggered in during the hourly candle that you're currently trading, then the idea of how the previous hourly candle closed is how we want to trade the next candle is no longer valid. I don't know if any of what I've just said has made any sense, but hopefully it did. So 10, so we're no longer trading now until New York. So let's have a look here. Bullish candle, but we are top wick rejection. Wick rejection like this, don't want to be trading it. Also kind of trapped in this range, but you can see the size of this wick rejection. Even though it looks really nice from a 5-minute perspective, we are clearly in an uptrend. I wouldn't take that because of the top wick rejection. I was about to say it looked like it worked out, but I don't think it would have. Okay, so let's move on now. Still in that range. Let's go forward to bearish candle, but for me, still in that range. It's a really nice bearish candle as well, because you can see top wick rejection where price has tried to push up, failed, and has closed nicely bullish with a nice sized body, but we're still in that range, so there's no trades while price is just moving sideways, trapped in a range. So we move forward. That would have been a nice trade as well. Let's see. Let's just see what would have happened just for that. No, we wouldn't have been into this one anyway, just because we would be looking for a break of this low, which we got. Stop loss would have been, let's say, 13 pips because of this previous high. Yeah, I suppose potentially we might have been in that one. Well, I wouldn't have taken it because of the range, but I just wanted to see what did happen. And what happened is price came up, would have triggered you out, and then that's a news inflicted candle because it's 1:30 on Friday, which means it's probably PPI, so it's high impact news. So may not have been trading during that time anyway, just because of, like I say, I tend to stay away from high impact red folder news. So there'll be no more trades for me there, because after the news candles, at the news at 1 p.m, things get a little bit weird, 1:30 p.m. So let's go forward now to London session. Let's see what we've got. So Monday the 9th. It looks like we are going to close bullish. Okay, so we're going to close bullish on this one. We're also breaking out of this level. So the new, it just depends on where you want to stop with this one. Let's go 8 pips. It's a bullish candle. It looks like we're breaking above this previous high as well. So this is a trade. Price is opened at 6, created the bottom wick. Oh no, there's the high. That's where the high would be. So you'd now be looking at 10 pips, which is okay, I suppose. So 10 pips on this one. Break of this previous high. Price has come down at 6 a.m. to create the new hourly wick on the hourly chart. So let's see what happens. Triggered into this one. And stop loss. So it would have been a stop loss on that one. I'm quite happy with it from an hourly and a 5-minute perspective. I think it looked like a nice trade, but we hit stop on that one. So let's keep moving. What time are we on now? We have taken our London session trade, so we go forward to New York. And we are bearish. Indecision candle as it stands, but let's keep moving. Bullish candle. I mean, it is an indecision candle, but what I like about this one is, and I talked about this previously, is how price is pushed into this area and rejected. So because price is pushed into this area and rejected before, we have closed bullish, but not. This was like that sell trade from earlier on, where we pushed into the level, and previously we had a nice bearish candle. This again, it's not a nice strong close. We want to see it close like this, where we can see the bulls are clearly reacting to this level. I wouldn't take this. I wouldn't take it, simply because we've closed bullish, but it's an indecision candle. So even though we've pushed into that area, that is an indecision candle. It's as simple as that. No matter what, no matter if we're pushing into an area, if it's an indecision candle, we're looking for really nice, strong body closes. Price would have broke below anyway, so all good. But we're looking for candles like this. So this bearish candle, you can see we've got a bit of a top wick on it, but it's just a nice strong body. When it's more of an indecision like this, you've got a top and bottom wick, price doesn't really know what it's doing, so it's just not as clear. So we stay away and we go forward until 1 p.m. where we have a really nice 5-minute structure. where we can put our stop loss at 14 pips. We can put our entry at the break of this low. We've got a nice bearish candle. This is literally what I was just saying. See the body size on this one? It's a really nice bearish candle. This is a picture perfect trade in my opinion for this strategy. Let's see what happens. So we didn't get triggered into that one. I really thought we did on that one just because of how nicely it's closed, but okay, no trade. Move on to 1 till 2, so it's 1 o'clock now. We traded 2 p.m. candle, let's see. So bullish. We're now at 2. We haven't broken the high. We have got a bottom wick on the 1 hour chart. We can go 12 pip stop. Price is really quite sideways on the 5 minute, but we can take it. Let's see. Skip forward. Triggered in. Price pushes up. We break even there now. Surely break even now. Yeah, break even. And break even on that one. That was okay. That was a nice trade. In the end, it's all good. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. Break even's not the end of the world. We're now on the 9th, so let's go to the London session. Where are we? Yeah. So we need to go to start of London session. Yeah. Why was that confusing me so much? Start of London session on Tuesday the 10th, right? So got a bearish candle here. No, sorry, bullish. In a little bit of a range here. However, it's bullish. It's not the nicest candle in the world, I'll be honest with you. We go 9 pips. It's a bullish candle. It is sideways. We're pushing into this area of rejection. I'm not taking that. We're pushing into this area of rejection. It's a nice close. The actual candle itself is a nice close. We're pushing into that area. No, there's no chance. I'd never take that. I'd never take that. Let's see what would have happened. Would have been a loser. See, it's hopefully making sense what I'm doing here. I mean, price is closed nicely bullish, but that's not just to say that yes, we've had a bullish close, so we have to buy the next candle. We've got a bullish close. We're pushing into this area where price is rejected from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So obviously at that point you have to just sort of use your own discretion about that and think, well, price has pushed into this area previously a lot and rejected from this area. So because of that, are we going to be taking that trade? It just doesn't make sense. Okay, so let's move on to 7 a.m. where again, now at this point, I think we're just in a little bit of a range here. I suppose if we break this low, then we are rejecting from that area. We will have to come out of this area though, which we didn't. No, there's no trade here at all. Let's wait for, if we wait till 8, but I don't like price around this area at all. No, we're staying away from that. Let's just go through to New York session and see if anything plays out here. It's just, there's not much structure on the hourly chart, and one thing to consider is if I'm not taking any trades, I mean, this is sort of part of the strategy. You have to just wait, and you do have to be a little bit sort of picky on trades, which I know potentially is, well, it's hard for me to do that, just because I do like trading, I do like getting involved, and when I don't take a trade and it ends up working out, I feel like I've obviously missed out. FOMO is obviously a real part of trading. So, but one thing to consider is, while I'm not trading here on GU, there's multiple other pairs that you could be trading. So just because price is really messy here on the hourly chart, it doesn't mean that we've not got really nice opportunities on Euro USD, AUD USD, USD CAD, or, you know, any of the other pairs that you could potentially be trading. It's just, you know, GU isn't potentially giving us anything. So if we're really desperate to get into a trade, what we'd do is we'd be looking at trading another pair while we're waiting for GU to sort itself out a bit. So this is potentially a trade. It's a little bit messy here for me on the 5 minute, just in terms of stop loss placement. We can go 3.5 pips. So yeah, the reason we're trading this is 5 till 6 candle has closed nicely bearish. We've not got any traffic here. See how we've got this gap? This is much nicer to be trading when price goes around this gap and then could potentially come back down to this level. This is what we like to see, as opposed to price being just trapped in this area. So this is the idea behind the trade. So put a sell stop order in, and we just pushed up. So we would delete the order there, we would remove drawings, and we would wait then until the 6 till 7 candle has closed, which is going to close nicely bullish. I really like the look of that. So we could just be pushing back up to this, into this range, which we might have opportunity to get to with our stop loss placement. We've got room there to go at least break even. So let's put the buy stop order in. We just need to wait for at 7 a.m. for price to create a low, which it has created that wick, and then continued down. I thought that was going to be a nice trade that we would have been triggered into, but we didn't. It's all good. Let's go forward now to 8 o'clock. Bullish candle. Are we on the 8 o'clock yet? No. So with this one, this is just, well, we've got a top wick rejection. Oh wow, we really came back. That's what I was saying before about the last 15 minutes of a candle can really change everything. 7 till 8. Bullish candle. Going back into this area of rejection. However, let's see what would have happened here. You have 5. Price would have come down and created that wick before breaking this high. So 8 o'clock, I mean, the thing is with this one, there's no way you'd be taking a 25 pip stop loss. No way, that's just too big. That's too big. I mean, price is nicely bullish, but look what you're asking for on the hourly. You're asking for price to not only push through this area where it's rejected from multiple times previously, but you're asking for it to go all the way up here. So that's why, even though we've closed bullish, again, we had a little bit of room here before hitting this area of rejection, but not enough for us to get break even. So this wouldn't be something I would take. Let's see what happened with it anyway. It would have been that, you break even there? Yeah, I would have thought it'd break even at that point. Let's keep going. I think you definitely would have been break even there. At this point, you're just going sideways. 11. I mean, you're just going sideways on this one. I'm just looking at this opportunity for me to get into anything else here, which I don't think there is, because we've got an indecision candle there. I mean, you'd still be sat in this at this point. If you're holding it for this long and price is just moving sideways, no, let's just get away from all this. In fact, let's keep it in there just to see what actually would have happened with that, even though it's not something I would have taken. I mean, you break even at this point anyway. I mean, if you're holding this for this long, fair play to you. And there we go, that would have been, oh, not yet. I'm sure this would just be a break-even trade, yeah. So it would have come down and gone to break-even. And that is literally just because of the size of the stop loss. If there was opportunities, if price would have come down here and created a really nice level for us to work with, we've got a much tighter stop loss. We would have been in and out of that trade a lot quicker. But yeah, sometimes price doesn't give us a nice level to work with. We have to just work with what we've got. Okay, let's go forward now. What date are we on? The 11th. It's only the 11th. Guys, okay. Let's keep going. London. So London now on the 12th. So let's see what happens here. Bullish candle. Really nice bullish candle close here on the hourly. So we would be looking for price. I would include this previous high. So I want to see price break this high. Not just this one, just because of how we've rejected from here previously. We'd put our stop loss going to have to go 10 pips because this price is just gradually going up as opposed to giving us a higher low to work with. This really is not an ideal looking trade from a 5-minute perspective, but we're going to put the buy order in because previously we have closed bullish. This is a really nice hourly bullish candle. So from that point of view, even though the 5-minute isn't great, this would be a trade that we would take. And we'll be triggered into that one. Price pushes up and then take profit. That's the first trade we've taken for a while, isn't it? Yeah. Nice trade though. Really, like I say, I really like the look of the hourly candle. Okay, up 18,000 now. Let's go forward to New York. Sorry, my mouse just died then. Okay, so huge bullish candle. I mean, that it really is. Let's go 12. We've got no traffic here on the left. That is a really big candle though. I don't know if I'd take this just because of how much, look how much we've pushed previously for that hour. The only thing is, from a 5-minute perspective, it looks absolutely beautiful. We've got a really nice level to work with. It's only a 16 pip stop loss. The reason I want to do this, the reason I want to backtest, because I want to take trades that, you know, I want to get a lot more exposure and take trades and learn from trades, because I feel like on a live account, I am sometimes a little bit nervous to take certain trades. Fear gets in the way a little bit. I don't want to be doing that backtesting, because that's one of the reasons you backtest, to just get a bit more confidence. I mean, I just don't like the size. I don't like the size of that hourly candle. However, the next hourly, so this one here, is absolutely beautiful. That's such a nice candle. It's like this one down here. It's just a great size, and let's go for it. Why not? While we're in, let's at least go break even, because I wasn't sure on this one. Okay, break even. And there we go, winning trade. Yeah. I mean, it was like I say, it was nice. I mean, this is a really nice bullish candle. I don't like how much this has pushed, because we're asking for price to just keep going and keep going and keep going, which I don't always like. But I am trying to take more trades, obviously, during the backtesting sessions to hopefully help you guys understand this strategy a little bit more. But as well as that, for me to just take more trades and learn from each one, obviously learning from the losers, well, probably more than the winners. Anyway, that's it for London, New York, sorry. So that's it for that day. So go forward now to London. It is the 13th. So let's see what we've got here. We've got a nice looking bullish candle. Well, the 4 till 5 was really nice. Let's keep going. We've got a nice bullish candle. Yeah, I like this. I mean, it's a little bit smaller. I'd like to see it more like this, but price is pushing up. It looks good from a 5-minute perspective, especially if we can hold this level and we can have a 5 pip stop loss. This would be an ideal trade. Obviously, the smaller stop loss, the more likely you are to get in and out quickly. But I suppose the more likely you are to get stopped as well in a way. So let's see what happens here. We've created the bottom wick on the 6 till 7 hourly candle. Price is pushed down. I really like the look of this from an hourly. Let's see what it does. No, it just keeps pushing down. That's fine. Okay, so we'll move on. What have we got here from... Okay, 7. We're actually going to be looking for sells now, because this is going to be, by the looks of things, a really nice hourly close. Let me just see what happens. Click forward 1. We now need to work out what happened here. So we would be looking at a break of this low. Stop loss can be at 6 pips. Really nice structure on the 5-minute chart. We need to go down to 30 seconds to see what happened here. Go forward. When did that break the low? 6:55, so hang on. So we're going to be below there. We're going to be at 7 pips now. Let's see what, let me just go down to 2 seconds and see if we break this low before creating that top wick. No, we created a top wick first before breaking the low. So because of that, we could potentially increase this to 8 pips. And I do like this just because of how that previous hourly candle has closed. It's closed bearish. I'm going to put a sell stop order in. I'm going to go down to 2 minutes. Well, up to 2 minutes. And let's see. Oh, price gives that wick. Price wicked out first. Let's delete that. Don't think it would have been triggered into that. Price came up, broke the high. We already were unsure on it. Let's stay away. Let's stay away and see price fly down and take profit. I mean, you'd be break even on that anyway if you didn't get stopped here. It's just, it's a bit messy. Okay, let's move on. What time is it now? It's 7. So it's 7:55. This looks nice. Another bearish candle. This looks much nicer from a 5-minute perspective. 15 pips, obviously a lot more. But let's take this. We'll put the order in and see if we get triggered in. Obviously it has to fit our rules. It has to make that wick first. So let's go. So is that 8 o'clock? No, there's 8 o'clock. There's the wick. We break the high. It happens often. So you'll find yourself getting ready to be triggered into a trade. Price just takes the high out. Is no longer a valid trade. And it would have. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. It would have. I don't think you'd be break even there. You'd be sat in it. I don't know. I don't care. We don't need to be looking at. Well, I suppose we should be looking at trades we didn't take. But let's just. The video's probably already long enough anyway. Let's go forward to New York session. So we are bearish, but we are trapped in a little bit of a range here. Oh, let's see. Let's just move forward a little bit, see what happens. No trade there. Bearish, no trade there. Just because of the bottom wick, that's why I'm not trading that one, so bottom wick. Could potentially be into a buy here. I mean, in a little bit of a range there. But I like how it looks from a 5-minute perspective. If we want to see price break this high, we want to have a stop loss of 13 pips. We've created the bottom wick. Asking for a lot out of price really to break above this high, but I think we can put the buy order in. Let's just see if we get triggered into it. Which we do. Price pushes up. And break even. So break even on that one. All good. I mean, this happens. You just wait and wait and wait. You take a trade. It could be a loser. It could be break even. It doesn't matter. You just got to keep going. Like I said, this is only GU. There's plenty of other opportunities on different pairs while we're waiting to get into trades here on GU. Friday the 13th. So now going forward to London session. And let's see what we've got. Got a indecision candle, so no trade there. I was about to say a nice bullish. What we have? I was literally about to have a really nice bullish candle that broke this high, but we haven't got any more. Got an indecision candle. Keep going. Bearish. It is now 8 o'clock. There's the bottom wick. Bullish candle with a bottom wick rejection. We'll have to include that wick. It's going to be 14 pips on this one. Let's see if we can break that high without breaking the low. So buy stop orders in, we break the low instantly. No trade, delete that order, move on to New York. Wow, price has been bearish for 3 hours. Let's keep going. Move forward to 12, where we're going to have a indecision candle, so no trade. Keep going. More of an indecision, well, yeah, definitely an indecision candle. Keep going, see if there's anything at 2. Could we be selling here? It's more of an indecision candle. It's got a bottom wick, but from a 5-minute perspective, we are only just, but we are making lower lows and lower highs. We could be looking for a break of this low. Stop loss would be at 11 pips. I think this is okay. I mean, it's hourly's not closed quite as nice as we'd like. However, there you go. Well, good. Let's go forward to the next day. Let's go forward to start of London session. What have we got? So, got a nice bullish candle here, pushing into this area of rejection, which is the only thing that I would consider, but we're going to take a shot on this. Quite a nice 5-minute structure, so we will take a shot on this. It's not ideal at all, actually. We are nice on the 5-minute. Don't like these wick rejections here on the hourly, but we'll put the buy stop order in. And it is now 7 and we haven't been triggered into that trade, so we would delete that order, and instantly we could potentially be looking at a sell, simply because of, again, those rejections, but as well as that nice bearish candle with not too much of a bottom wick. So let's put a sell stop order in. If we break this low, we've already created the high on the new hourly candle. We'd need a stop loss to be, I'm going to go safe, I'm going to go up there. Yeah, we're gonna go 9.5 pips. Structure is more bullish, I'd say, on the 5-minute. However, I like how the hourly is closed, so let's move that. Let's put a sell stop order in, see if we get triggered in, which we did. Price pushes down, break even, and then a winning trade there. So nice trade there. So we're now up to 26,000. What time is it? So we need to go to New York. Where we've got a indecision candle. Let me zoom out, I don't like that. Indecision candle, keep going. So just before 1 o'clock here, really nice bearish candle, little bit strong that, just slightly big, but let's see. Let's move forward. It's now 1. We haven't broken the low here at 1. Stop loss would be 20 pips. It's a stretch considering price has already pushed so much. We'll be asking for it to push a lot more. But like I said a couple of trades ago, I'm just trying to take some trades. So let's just put a sell stop order in there. And we'll be triggered in. Break even. Yeah, break even. That's okay. Like I say, you know, we're asking for a lot out of price. Stop loss at 20 pips. Yeah, I mean, if you're someone who likes to take, you know, we'd see that as a high, then potentially you could have a nicer stop on this, and we could have been in and out a lot quicker. But yeah, for me, that was the clearest high I could see, and even that isn't ideal. But anyway, let's keep going. It is the 17th. Still got a long way to go. 17th, we're going to go forward to London session. Start of London session. Excuse me. And we are looking very, very sideways on the hourly chart. Not taking anything my prices in there. It's just too sideways for me. So let's keep going. So waiting for price to either break out above or below, which it may do. No. We'd now have to go to, there's no trade there, so we're going to go to New York. Price broke out huge. That must be news. Is it 130? Oh, 930. Weird. Yeah, news inflicted candle. Hopefully give us something to work with here. Potential sell. pushed into this area where I've rejected from previously. Top wick rejection, not the nicest body close, but definitely a bearish top wick rejection candle. We could be looking for a break of this low. Stop loss 20 pips. I don't like the 20 pippers. We're going to keep going. We're going to put that in because it's created its top wick on the new hourly chart. It's bearish. It's rejected from a major area of rejection on the hourly chart, and we were stopped. I bet price flies down. I can just feel it. Let's keep going because I'm not taking any more trades. I bet price flies down. It stops us out. And look at it from an hourly perspective. Oh no, okay. Cool. 24,000. We're going now to New York, London even. Go forward to London. Today's the 19th. What have we got? We have got a bullish candle. A nice bullish candle pushing into an area of rejection really, but let's not think about that for now. Let's just take these trades and then we can reflect back on them in the trading diary, which is another thing that TradeZella has got, which is brilliant. So, did we create that wick? We haven't created it yet. There's the wick. And we are in. Would we not go and break even there? No, obviously not, because it would have done it. Yeah, I think with this one, I know it looks like I'm saying this because it was a losing trade, but I think with this one, I've got absolutely no idea why I'll put me stop down there. 5 pips is plenty. Don't know why I put such a big stop on that one. And we probably would have got to break even. But I know I'm sort of cherry picking now because it ended up losing, but that was a bit of a big stop. I think sometimes when I'm backtesting like this, I find myself being a little bit just sloppy with the entries, and it's not necessarily, if I was on the live markets, I'd really sort of look exactly on how to take that. Whereas now, because I'm just sat here taking trade after trade, I'm not necessarily, which is stupid, I'm not necessarily looking at how precise my entries are, which I know is ridiculous. But anyway, it's a losing trade. Let's get on with it. So here we had a nice bullish candle, but price broke the high before creating the wick, so we'd have to move on. We'd have to wait now until 1 p.m. It's really raining out there. So 1 p.m. this is a real bearish candle. I'm not looking to trade after this, I don't think. Reason for that is real bearish candle, and from an hourly perspective, we've just tapped into this area we've rejected from previously. So for me, there's no trade there. We're going to go forward until 2. So 2 o'clock looks like a much more reasonably sized bearish candle. We're not really breaking below this level, which is a little bit of a concern, but let's just go 14 pips. I think price will probably just push up from here anyway, to be honest with you. So we'll put a sell stop order in, and that's what we're looking at. Price pushed up. I thought it might. So no trade. Delete the order. It is 2 p.m. so no more trades. I'm gonna go forward now until London 20th. Still got 8 days. Oh. Well, we haven't got 8 trading days, but we still got 8 days left in February. Okay, so 20th. Let's see what we've got. Indecision candle there on the hourly. No trade for me. We've got a bearish candle, but price didn't create the top wick before breaking that low. So no trade for me. Bullish candle. But I wouldn't be trading at this point because we're out of the trading hours. So we go forward now to New York. Our price absolutely fell off. Okay, let's keep going. New York, bottom wick rejection, but it is a bearish candle, so no. Indecision candle for me, no trade. Keep going. And then no trade after 2. Well, no, we do trade 2. But there's no trade there. Okay, let's keep going. Start of London session the next day. Bullish candle. This looks nice so far. Hopefully we can close similarly to that. Okay, so we haven't created a bottom wick yet. There's no wick there, is there? No, we need to create that bottom wick before we break this high. Still opportunity here because we haven't broken this high, which is what we're looking for. So we need to create that wick first. Did we create it? No, we didn't. So no trade for me. Oh, that would have ended up being a really nice trade as well, but I didn't like the fact that we didn't create that wick first. So let's see, because this could potentially be an entry here at 7. No, indecision candle. Let's keep moving. 7 till 8 is going to close. More of an indecision that. Okay, we keep moving. Let's go forward to New York. I know it is a lot of sitting here and just waiting to get into trades. However, like I keep saying, there's other pairs you can be trading in the meantime. It's so much better to stay out of trades that we're not sure on as opposed to jumping into something. So we're definitely going to be looking for a buy here. We haven't broken that top. The high, we have created the bottom wick as well in the new hourly candle. We've also created a nicer low in the new hourly candle. Let's put a buy stop order in. Price comes down a little bit, but I'm still happy to just extend that a little bit. Obviously remembering to close that pending order because that's based off the previous stop loss, and we want to make sure that our lot sizes are correct. So we'll put a buy stop order in there. See if we get triggered in, which we do. Price pushes up. Break even, I think, now. And then take profit on that one. So 26,000. Okay, that was it for New York session then, wasn't it? Yes, it was. So let's go forward to London. We've got a bearish candle. Well, so far, everything can change in the last 15 minutes. Bearish candle, but we'd have to, I don't like these rejections here, multiple wick rejections. We'd have to break this low, where at that point we'd be looking at a stop loss of 10 pips, which I suppose isn't the end of the world. We could put this in. 10 pips isn't the end of the world. We've got a really nice bearish candle. We are in a downtrend because, well, yeah, that's a lower high from this area, I suppose. Yeah, I'm happy to take that. Bit of a bigger stop, but I'm still happy to take that. So let's just put the sell stop order in. Let's see what happens. No trade. Move on. It is 7, so 6 till 7. Let's zoom in a little bit. It's about to turn 7. Let's delete that. Weight rejection there for me. No, it looks nice actually because of how it looks in the 5 minutes. The 5 minutes looks really good for a trade. I like trades where we've got a nice level to work with. 16 pips start. We are pushing into this area of rejection though. I know it looks like I'm just being too safe there, but I don't like that area of rejection on the hourly. We would have been triggered in, and that would have been a stop loss. We're just pushing into this area. It's as simple as that. So I know it looks like I'm, fear's getting in the way, and that's the reason I'm not taking a trade. I'm not. I'm just using common sense that we've pushed into this area previously. I mean, we've rejected from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, 7 times. Oh no, that 7th was that one. Yeah, it's just not trades that we're looking for. There's plenty of trading opportunities. So we just look for nice, simple trades that we can clearly see what price is more likely to do. I mean, obviously none of this is guaranteed, but if price is more likely to do one thing than another and we can see that, then we take those trades and we win some, we lose some, we just let it all play out. by having a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. That's the main thing, because the win rate, obviously, win rate doesn't matter if you've got a good enough risk to reward ratio. You can have a win rate of 1%, but if you have like an unbelievable risk to reward ratio, you are still profitable. So for us, it's all about just taking the trades, letting the 1 to 2s play out, and just waiting over time. That's now 4 o'clock. There's no way I'm trading then. So we go to start of London, and only 3 days left, everybody. So let's keep going. Okay, so we have closed bullish here. Price is a little bit sideways, but I do quite like the look of this. So we've got a bullish candle. We've created that bottom wick, 5 pips stop. This is a nice trade. I mean, I suppose we are pushing into this area a little bit, but I'd say that's just because the size of that body. I quite like it. I'm going to take that. Really tight stop on this one. See if we get triggered in before 7, or breaking that low. It's now 5 to 7. Well, I think we got a little bit lucky on that one. I would have... No, we didn't. There's no luck about it. The trade was... That was a bullish candle. I liked how it looked. The new hourly candle opened and created a bottom wick there, 6 o'clock. We were waiting for price to break that high. In fact, if anything, we could have potentially already been in that there. Again, depending on spreads and whatnot. So we could have already broken that high. But on TradeZella, you don't get triggered in with bad spreads and stuff. But anyway, we're waiting for price to break that high. We would have been in there. No way that's hitting your stop loss, even with a bad broker. But you saw that we didn't necessarily get in because we were waiting for a break of that high. So we're waiting and waiting and waiting. At 5-2, we're thinking about closing the trade, but not yet, because it's not yet 7. And then this is obviously news related, but price would have triggered us in and then immediately gone up to our take profit. So it's not luck, I suppose, in that sense. It is just, that's just the way it is. That's the way the trade played out. That's fine. Goes to New York. Skip forward. Bearish. Bear with me. Let's go back one. So bearish candle. We'll be looking for a break of this low. Stop loss is above that high. We need price to create that top wick before continuing downwards. It is torrential out there. So, sell. Let me just check actually. Let's just not put the sell in yet, because we need to go down to the 2-second skippage. Let's see what happens when the new candle opens. Do we create that wick and then break? Well, we need to create that wick either way. Okay, there's the wick. That's fine. So we can go back up to 2 minutes. We can put a... Oh, why is my sell stop gone? Yeah, just move that up and down a little bit, and then it'll bring the order back. So there's a sell stop there. Sell stop order is in. Triggered into the trade. Break even at least, take profit. Nice trade, 34,000 up. This has been a much better month than January. Really nice month so far. That's it for that day. So we then go to London of the next day. We'd be looking at this, which looks like it's going to close bearish in a little bit of a range, really. Let's see, it might not even close bearish. Let's go through. Bearish. What the hell happened here? Yeah, so bearish. Really nice bearish candle as well. Definitely something I'd be trading, because again, there's a gap here until we potentially get down to this level. However, you can see that when the new hourly candle opened, price broke the low before giving us the wick. I don't need to break that down in the 10 second skips. I can see that that's what happened. So let's move forward then till 7. Hopefully trading opportunity, top wick rejection. Oh, hang on, go back. I thought it was going to close bullish, so skip forward a bit quickly. So this is what we're looking at. We're looking for a break at this low. Stop loss can be above this high because it's still only 7 pips. This is potentially a trade. Let's just see what happens when the new hourly candle opens. No, don't put a sell in yet. Let's just go down to 10 seconds. Let's see what happens. So really nearly broken that low. We're going to bring that down just a little bit just to make sure we clearly break it. There's the top wick, so we can definitely put a sell order in there. We can go to 2 minutes and we can skip, and we'll be triggered in there and stop loss. That's okay. That was a nice trade idea. I quite like that. I suppose one thing to consider is, did the previous hourly candle close particularly bearish? And the answer is no. The body is quite small on that one, but I think because of how price has been pushing, and especially how it looked on a 5 minute, I was still happy to take that trade. So it is what it is. We move on to New York, because there's been no more trades in the London session. So into New York here, and we are looking bearish potentially. Let's see. Yeah, bearish candle. We'll be looking for a break of this low. Stop loss, we'd include that. That would make that 11 pips. That's fine. We can take that there. So there is the sell order. Let's see what we can do. Get triggered in. Pushing down and take profit on that one. So 36,000. It's the 26. We go forward to start of London session. Okay, what have we got here? We have got a really nice bullish trend. Could have really been taken then. The only thing with this now, I don't usually like taking trades where prices push this much for this long. These big candles are, again, something that I don't like that much. These candles here are exactly what I like to see. This is just a picture perfect candle for the next candle to continue the same way. We've got no traffic either here. The only thing is, we've been pushing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. So 8 bullish candles consecutively. Price has to pull back eventually. Am I letting fear? I'm letting fear take his talk there. Like I say, let's just take some trades. I really don't like how this looks on the hourly, just because of it's quite a big stop. That's the only stop we'd be working with as well. Let's see. Let's put it in. It's not. Honestly, I don't know if this is something I take in the live markets because of how much we've pushed without a pullback. And I'm just asking for price to keep pushing without pulling back at all. This can definitely be changed now. We can definitely make that a 5 pip stop loss, because that's a really nice level to work with. We haven't broken that high. We can bring this down to 2. We can put the buy stop order in. This is much nicer. Triggered in and out. Honestly, I'm not just saying this. This is not... I wouldn't have taken that in live markets. Look how much price has been pushing for that long. Anyway, we took it here, so it's fine. Let's go forward to New York, where we've got really nice bullish candles here, which hopefully we can take advantage of. Do we get an entry opportunity? Yes. Well, not quite yet. Obviously, depending on spreads, but we want to see that high be broken. 21 pips. 22 pips. That is insane, but we're going to keep going. We will put this in. I really like the structure on the hourly because of how these previous candles are closed. We're going to put the buy stop order in. Going to get triggered into that one. And stop loss. All good. That's it. I would have thought now, because if we go forward to London, that's it. Yeah, cool. Okay. Really good results, to be honest with you. Really happy with them. They were better than the first month. Let's go into the detailed report here. That took so long. How long has this video been going? 75 minutes. Okay. So if you made it to this far, you're a hero. So 32,000 profit, 64.71% win rate. Really, really good. That win rate is good even if we were going for a 1-to-1, that would obviously be profitable. But the fact that we are going for a 1-to-2 and it's a 64% win rate, that is beautiful. Really, really nice. Really happy with that. Much better than, like I say, January. But let's go to 2015. Let's go to February 2015. This is what it looks like. This is what the breakdown is. So every single month was profitable, apart from one that would break even. We made 16,000 in the first month. We made 6,000 in the month. Made 16,000 in the first week. 6,000 in the second week. Third week was break even, and the fourth week we made 10,000. Absolutely beautiful. Really nice. Really happy with that. They were great results. Let's go into trades. There's a way of having a real detailed breakdown here. Reports. Here we go. Look at this. This is why I love TradeZella so much. Look at the detail on that. Everything we need to see. So 32,000. Average winning trade 4,000. Average losing trade 2. Obviously, there would be spreads and commission and whatnot on the in live markets. 20 trades. 11 of them won, 6 of them lost, and then 3 of them were break even. Max consecutive wins was 4. Max consecutive losses was 2, which is obviously really good to see. So if we are trading on a FTMO challenge, we wouldn't lose more than 2% because we've only lost 2 trades, and obviously we would be at 1% per trade. So staying valid in the rules there of the FTMO rules. So really, really happy with that. Max drawdown. Yeah, these are really fantastic results. So if I go back now to back testing, if I look at both of them, I'm guessing is that combined? I'm guessing it is. No, there must be a way of combining the two. I think if I go into playbooks and I go into 2CT, I'm guessing this is it combined, is it not? Yeah, hang on. Let me go back. I told you I'm new to TradeZella here, so this is all new to me. But I think if I go to sessions and no, that's not it combined. How do we see it combined? Can I do that and do some sort of bulk action? I bet it's dead simple. I bet if you have got this at home and you're just screaming at me now because you're like, it's so simple to do this, but if we do date range, and we start date, we include January 2015, or we just do like 2014 because it's including everything. Let's do that. Does that do anything? Feb. Oh, all sessions. There we go. That's what we want to see. So this is obviously including January. Can't talk. So this is January and Feb. So then it's a 54.55% win rate with 40,000 for both of those months. What a great system this is. What software. Go and buy it. Link is below. I get a kickback from it. Go and buy it. It's great. That actually is. Really, really like that. Okay, that is a ridiculously long video. It's gonna batter my computer trying to upload this. So wish me luck. And yeah, all good. Thanks very much for watching. I'm going to keep bringing these backtesting videos because people are saying that they like them. So yeah, obviously there'll be other things on the channel as well. But yeah, I like doing them. Takes a while, but I like doing them and you like seeing them. So all good. Any questions, let me know. I will see you in the next one.